Hey, 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 what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for our bonus day of the Mountain Summit Virtual, Carrying the Fire Forward. My name is David Vrablik. I am the founder and president of New Beginnings Motivation. Today is a very special day in the history of New Beginnings Motivation because we have done 8 climbs to the summit. And this summit that I explained back a couple of days ago and throughout the last 3 days felt like something different. It felt even more powerful than anything that we have created. Anything, all the emotions came roaring back to my heart. I felt Joey every single minute, every single second up to the side of the mountain. We heard stories from Ashley Burkeen, Tish McDaniel, Deb Rossman, Austin Cunliffe, James Muller, Justin Danforth, and I could go on and on and on. We heard a story for 10 minutes back on Wednesday from Tanya Brown, talking about her beautiful sister, Nicole Brown, who tragically lost her life back on June 12th, 1994. And for those who remember Nicole Brown, she was married to O.J. Simpson. And I'm sure everybody remembers the name O.J. Simpson. In life, we all go through losing someone that we deeply love and care about. Normally, it's because of old age and diagnosis. But when a tragedy strikes, and a loved one is taken and ripped out of our lives because we thought we trusted someone that they married, it's a completely different circumstance. And I know there are millions out there that heard the story of the Brown family and the Goldman family. And after our first day wrapped up, I knew in my heart that I needed to reach back out to Tanya and say 10 minutes didn't do it justice. And we needed to bring Tanya back for a bonus day because here's the deal, y'all. Today is the 32nd year anniversary, heavenly anniversary of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. The Brown family and the Goldman family need to be lifted up in prayer today, but also on the 13th when the families found out of the passing of their loved ones.
Yeah.
So everyone on Facebook and YouTube, stop what you're doing for the next 30 minutes to an hour. Tune in because this is what the Mountain Summit Virtual is all about. We're about coming around those who have lost someone in this circumstance and all the different circumstances that you heard over the last 2 days. And it is my privilege and honor to hand over the summit to my new dear friend, Tanya Brown. Tanya, the mountain is yours.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I'm a crier. I cry. I'm an empath. David, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share some really an insightful message. People, majority of people don't like recall what we all went through. Um, I think what I want to do is really walk you through June 12th tonight between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Nicole was murdered. And right now, I don't know what time it is. But it's tomorrow that really breaks my heart because I want to walk you through the day of tomorrow, the next day, June 13th, 1994. I was sleeping. I'm not a morning person at all. But all of a sudden, I heard horrific screams from someone which I later knew was Denise, screaming horrific noises. We all lived together. We all were a family. We all lived in the same house. I remember when I heard her horrific screams, I went to the adjacent room, which was her son's room, Sean, and I'm like, "What's the matter? Like, what's happening?" Like, I was so blind stricken by everything, and I'm like, what's happening?" And she said, "Coco's dead. Coco's dead." Coco is the name that the kids, because they couldn't pronounce Nicole, so they always said Coco, Coco, Coco. And I said, "That's not possible." I said, "You just saw her last night." And I didn't want to go to the dance recital. I was like, excuse my language. I was like, fuck, I don't want to go to another dance recital. Like, I'm the baby of four girls. Like, I've gone more to dance recitals and soccer recitals and all of that, but I didn't want to go that night for some reason. And I wish I had. Excuse me. I really wish I had, but I didn't. But I remember going down the hallway of our house, and my mom was sitting at the kitchen table, and she was white as a ghost, white as a ghost. And I was like, "Dita, is it true?" Because we always called Dita, like my mom, Dita. Like that was the nickname for the kids. She couldn't answer me. Ooh, why is this so hard this year? But anyway, it is what it is. I proceeded to go to my parents' bathroom, to the master suite. I mean, everybody always thinks like master suite is like this big, huge, like we lived in a normal fucking house. Everybody always thinks like we lived in this mansion and we didn't. But I just remember going to my daddy and I said, "Daddy, is it true?" And all I remember is my dad putting his forehead on his forearm and he kept pounding. He kept pounding, you know, the sink. And he was I was like, "My God, this is true. Like Nick died. Nick's gone." Moments later, the community within Monarch Bay caught on. The news caught on. Um, that the ex-wife of O.J. Simpson was murdered. And all I remember is standing in our living room, clenching my mom's hand. And that's all I remember is this clenching my mom's hand, going, "This is true. Like, this is true. Like, what is happening?" I did not know about Nicole's abuse. I didn't know about Nicole's abuse until court, um, before after he was arrested. But all I remember is that day just holding my mom's hand, saying, "Oh my God." She said, "That's my kid." And she kept saying it repeatedly, "That's my kid. That's my kid." You know, we didn't have what social media has today. We don't like back in the day, we didn't have cameras, we didn't have videotapes or anything like that. I I'm friends with the Gonzalez family, and the biggest gift that they have that we didn't is that they're able to see their child dance and sing and talk. And we didn't have that. We didn't have that. And I think that's the hardest part for me. Like I would give anything to hear Nicole talk and dance and live her life, but we didn't have what people have today. We didn't have social media. We didn't have the culture that we have today. So it's really, really hard for me this year. It's really hard. Um, but I'm just remembering Nicole. I'm remembering I don't know Ron, but whatever. Like I'm remembering Ron. I'm remembering Nicole and I think that's it. Like if anybody has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer it. But I'd give anything to have her back. I'd give anything to have the social media that we have today. I'd give anything to hear her voice and outside of her 911 call. Like that's the only voice that I have of her is that 911 call. And that, I mean, like, that just, it, it makes me so sad because that's the only voice that I remember of my sister is her 911 call and her living life in fear. Even though I know that she wanted a bigger and better life for herself, but that's the only voice I remember is her being so sad and scared. And so tonight, we're going to remember her. We're going to remember her. We're going to remember her and Ron. We're going to remember not only her and Ron, we're going to remember everybody that has lost somebody of some sort of trauma. Everybody shows up differently. Um, this year has just been really, really hard for me. And, but I just hope, you know, you can show up today and tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Finally got that right, David. Um, I just want people to be remembered. It's not about Nicole. It's not just about Ron. It's about so many people who we've lost along the way. But for some reason, this year is really, really hard for me. I don't know if this is what you were expecting, but anyway, it's the story I share.
I never have any expectations on when someone shares a story of loss, Tanya,
Yeah.
because it's your personal story. It's the memory of your sister. But before I hand it over to everyone in our VIP room that came from the summit, I go through the same thing when I think of my brother who I lost 8 years ago, and each year is different. Um, I want to ask you one question.
Sure.
You and your sister had wonderful years together before she met OJ. Why don't you tell me and all of us and everyone on YouTube land and Facebook land, one of your fondest, funniest memories of the two of you growing up?
Honestly, okay. So Nick was very older than me, right? I mean, she was 10 years older than me. I think the most I've many fond memories of her, but I think the funniest of all funniest is when we were at the Ivy together. The Ivy was it's a restaurant in Beverly Hills, and Nick and we all had champagne and we were all there together. It was just us girls. Daddy wasn't even invited. It was Denise, Dominique, Nicole, my mom, and a couple of our family friends. And I remember, and it was so fun. It was so fun. She she like stood up confidently and was like, Damon Wayans had walked in. Damon and his brother had walked in, and it was like, and she was like, "Hey, Damon, I want to be a fly girl." And it was like that was so Nicole. She was so spontaneous and so delightful. And she was like, I want to be a fly girl. And, and then even when we were at the Roxbury and we saw Heavy D, and she was like, oh my God, you really are heavy. Like, but that was so Nick. She was so innocent, and she just found humor in everything and in anything. And yeah, that's kind of it, where I'm just like, I just want her to be remembered as somebody who was very Nick was very I don't call her Nikki. I call her Nick. She was very quirky in her ways, and it just really sucks that she was taken from us. It just really sucks. It really hurts because she was taken from me way too long. And I was just getting to know her. That's the hard part about all of this, David. It's like she was taken from me way too soon. She was taken away from me way too soon.
I get that.
I was just getting to know her as a sister, as just somebody like just a sister, I mean, you got to keep in mind, like, she was 10 years older than me, and I was just getting ready to know her, and then her candle burnt out. And that's the hard part for me this year. It's really hard.
I understand. And
Next year probably will be different, but this year it's very different. And it's so many people grieve with us, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. You have no idea how grateful I am for that.
I want you to know.
But I lost a sister that I never knew,
Mhm.
and I was just getting to know her. And that's the hard part for me this year.
I understand that, Tanya, and I want you to know that I know you and I are still getting to know one another, and I know you and Tim have known each other for a
Yeah.
number of years.
Yeah.
And I know Tim wouldn't have introduced you to me if he didn't trust me.
Yeah.
And before I
No.
hand this over to two beautiful ladies and one almost good looking guy as me,
all
um,
is all is good, all is well. It's just this year is really hard for me, and I'm doing the candlelight vigil at 8 p.m.
yep,
So it's
and we'll
it's
be
just
there.
it's hard for me this year. It's hard for
And
me.
yep, and we'll be there to support you. I know I've got several of the family members in my community that have told me that they're going to be there, and I want you to know that the Green and Black and the MBM family is behind you. And if you're up for it, I'm going to give you a personal invitation to one of our communities to uh, where we meet once a month for support and love. Um,
Absolutely.
would love to have you be a part of our group,
Thank you.
so you can be with us on the once a month. And you can reach out to me anytime when you just need to talk. And I know you have Tim's ear and stuff like that, but I want to invite you personally to come be a part of the family with us.
Thank
And
you.
you're very welcome. And I know Deb's had her hand up here. Just one more second, Deb. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's all
Um,
good.
but I want you to know, Tanya, that when somebody trusts myself and my brother Austin and New Beginnings Motivation, you become a member of our family within the MBM
Yeah.
family. And we're always going to be here for you.
Thank
And
you. Ditto.
I thank you. And I want to thank you for showing your heart and being real with us, because loss is hard. And we love you. We're here for you. And I'm going to hand it over to our VIP room because I know everyone here and they want to pour into you. So go ahead, Deb.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Love, love,
Ta-
love.
Tanya, oh my goodness.
Thank you.
So, yeah, this is the pouring in love segment of kind of what we do here, our formatting. You've had to be brave in so many ways that other people don't need to be. And that's kind of an illusion anyway. I mean, it's one of the things I think that we here at the NBM debunk. Bravery is a bit of gaslighting. That's why we actually really encourage and appreciate the raw and the real and the tears and all of that.
Why I'm
There,
here. It's
there's
why I'm
no being brave here. That's a pointless exercise. But you have been forced in ways that I don't think any other member here today has had to. I completely resonating because you mentioned you're the baby sister. I'm the baby of the family, even. Me too. Save the best for last.
for sure.
And you were 10 years younger, and I was 12, almost 13 years younger. So I was 12 point something than my sister Sherry. Sherry had also been a victim of domestic violence. I'm not going to mention any names connected to Nick because that doesn't matter. The only name that matters is Nick, and you've extended it to Ron as well. But Nick is your sister, your big sister,
Yeah.
and much like David, I would love to hear a story about, because I can relate to that decade-ish span of a maybe one of your first memories of you maybe interfering with Nick, button in. I'll share mine. My sister was having a party at the house down in the rec room, record player. They had the popcorn and the Coca-Colas, and again, here I am, baby sister. I was maybe 4, and I was not used to being shut out of anything. And I remember sneaking down and peering around the corner of the door until, of course, I got busted. And to my shock and chagrin, I was not invited in to the festivities. I was sent up to my room to go to bed. That's my story. And I am also just want to add that my sister escaped a near-death domestic situation, and he is rotting in jail.
Good.
And what took her ultimately was cancer.
Sorry.
Another evil thing. But that said, your story is plucking several strings of my heart. And just know that anytime, any day going forward, we're here for you. I'm here for you, and we love you.
Thank you. I so appreciate that. But I really need a sign off because I have a really big night ahead of me. I'm doing 8 p.m. here Eastern, and I'm doing another one 8 p.m. Pacific. So I really need to uh my sister and I were gonna go down, my sister Dominique, we're gonna grab some flowers and we're gonna go and remember Nicole and we're gonna remember Ron. But anyway, I'm grateful for this opportunity again, David. But tonight belongs to Nicole and it belongs to Ron. And for everybody who has lost a loved one. And I hate June 12th. I fucking hate June 12th. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking hate this day. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I hate it. It's really hard. It's really hard. But next year will be different. But this year, I'm just like, I just want to be with my family tonight.
Understood. Go ahead,
And
Tish, really quick.
Denise isn't she's doing whatever she wants to do. I don't know, but I need to be with my Minnie and my Dominique, my Minnie. She's my twin. And um that's all I need. But I'm really grateful for this opportunity. This has been really, really a challenging year. It's been a really challenging year.
And we get that, Tanya. And just really quick, if we can just do one more minute. Go ahead, Tish.
Oh, I just wanted Tanya to let you know this is something that I share a lot. Sometimes life breaks you in ways you never saw coming.
Yeah.
And not everything fits back the way it once did. But maybe it's not about fixing what was. Maybe it's about what you build from what's left. And look what you're building. Look what you have built.
Yeah.
With steadier hands and a heart forever changed.
Thank you.
Much love. Much love.
Love that. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So hopefully we'll see people on tonight's vigil.
Yes.
And that's all I can say. But David, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be vulnerable.
Of course.
I need to be vulnerable because people don't know how to be vulnerable. And I'm very vulnerable and I encourage people to do the same. So it is what it is. So
it is.
We'll see you tonight. We'll see you tonight.
We'll be there. Go be with your family. If there's anything you need from me, you know where I'm at. You know, I'm always going to be there.
Love
Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you all for tuning in with us and hearing this powerful story. Highly recommend tuning in and supporting Tanya and her family tonight and all the families that were affected. and let's fill up the vigil like nothing else that the Brown family and the Goldman family have ever experienced.
Thank you.
Let's just blow up Facebook.
Let's blow it
and
up.
everything,
Let's blow it
okay?
up.
So
You're a love.
this,
Thank you so much, David.
you're
Have a good
very
night.
welcome. You too. Thank you, Tanya.